Hi, this is Griffin-88, and I just got out of the movie The Secret World of Arrietty, which, although it was a Ghibli Studios film, wasn't actually directed by Miyazaki. It was directed by, I have his name here, Hiromasa Yonebayashi. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I don't speak like Japanese. But that's what I find interesting, because the style of the film, as you'll see in the clips that I'm going to show you, it looks a lot like Miyazaki. I swore for like a year that it was a Miyazaki film, which just proves why I should probably read more articles. Okay, so first we're going to talk about style. The thing I liked about this movie is, as opposed to other, I guess I'm going to say Miyazaki films, because Miyazaki did write the screenplay, and I'll get to the screenplay in a little bit, because that's also an interesting story. The style of the film, as you'll see in the screenshots and trailer I'm about to show you, mimics a lot of, especially like with the colors and the shiny metal objects, the way Miyazaki did it in Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away, as opposed to the sort of base colors used in Ponyo. And I'm going to come out here and say this, and you can crucify me all you want, but it's not going to change the fact that I did not like Ponyo. Ponyo did not feel like a Miyazaki film. And that is a review for another time. Let's go to the trailer.
Arrietty, make sure you hold on tight.
Papa, did you see that?
That's my girl.
My mother, father, and I are all borrowers.
Promise you won't let our daughter get eaten or squashed like a bug.
Ha! Ha! We borrow things like soap and cookies and sugar, things that humans don't miss if they're gone. We've been seen, and borrowers aren't supposed to be seen.
No, wait. Don't go.
The boy knows that we're here.
What? Are we safe?
I really don't think he intends to hurt us.
Once a borrower has been seen, the human's curiosity can't be stopped.
My mother used to tell me stories about the little people who lived under the floors. Is that you? Maybe we could be friends?
Strange things have been happening here, and I know why. Tell me, Sean, have you ever seen any little people in your room? Can't say that I have. There you are!
Mother's been taken. We have to go help her.
Aren't you scared?
Sometimes you have to fight for the things that are worth fighting for.
We will find her.
Nice try.
When I saw you, I just wanted to find a way to protect you.
We are borrowers, and as long as we have each other to live for, we'll keep on living.
Arrietty, I'll never forget you.
I wonder what's taking Papa so long.
Why is my first thought always that he got eaten by the cat? What's wrong with me?
So that was the trailer for The Secret World of Arrietty. The original title of the Japanese film translates as The Borrower Arrietty. I don't know why Disney changed it. I think maybe the word secret is hot this year or something, but I think that they should have changed it because it actually, I think, subtracts from the provenience or history of the story itself, and we'll get to where the story comes from in a minute for those of you who don't already know. But right now I want you to take a look at these two pictures. I'm going to compare side to side. The one on your left is from Arrietty, as you just saw, and the one on the right is from Howl's Moving Castle, and you can see the comparison between the two with all the bright objects and bright colors, the shiny things. It's just very, the background's very busy, which is actually what I like, because every time you turn on the movie, you see something new. Okay, so I'm comparing that same picture on the left to a different picture on the right, and this one's going to be from Ponyo. And you can see how the colors in Ponyo are very muted, very pastel, and how the background's sort of bare, which is It's one of the reasons that Ponyo just feels weird to me as a Miyazaki film, but that's for another review. And a special thing I noticed about the backgrounds, especially in the outdoor scenes of Arrietty, was that they were watercolor matte backgrounds, which worked very well for a lot of the greenery that was in. There was a lot of green in the film, and the watercolor was very nice. For those of you who don't know, a matte background is usually a hand-painted or hand-drawn background that is placed into the back of the animation, so you have like your animation cell here, and then the matte background goes in the background, and that's actually something tangible. Although it could be created digitally with something like Corel Studio, something that really implements a sort of painted feel. But usually, and I think especially with this one, it was actually a watercolor, and the watercolor works very nicely. I'm very pleased to see that. So, the story of The Borrower Arrietty was actually a book called The Borrowers by Mary Norton. It's an English novel, and the Borrowers, sort of the idea of the Borrowers comes from this old tale, sort of like English Celtic tale of domestic house spirits called brownies, and they're sort of like, for those of you who've read Harry Potter, they're kind of like house elves, only a little less tangible. But Miyazaki does a lot of work with domestic spirits, because a lot of Japanese cultures, they do have sort of domestic spirits, spirits of the house, and Miyazaki's soot sprites in Totoro and Spirited Away reflect this. So I think that's why he picked it up. One of the interesting facts is the way he tied it into both the English novel and the Japanese setting. He had the boy's father be English and his mother be Japanese, which is sort of tying the two together. I was confused by the boy's name at first, which is Sean, but that wasn't a bad Disney translation, which is good. And where was I? People, I am a scholar, not an actor, so give me a second to get my thoughts in order. Right, Hiromasa. Hiromasa is, like I said before, his art looks a lot like Miyazaki's art. Incredibly like it, actually, even though I think he does have his own style. He's done some work on Spirited Away, he did work on Houseboat and Castle, so he's done, that's where the bright colors come from. Obviously, he likes to use bright colors. But there were two scenes that I noticed he sort of tied back to other Ghibli Studios films, like this particular scene with the cat Nina, which I'm going to show you on your left, and then compare that to the scene with the cat bus in Totoro. A little bit like that. I almost thought she actually was going to hug the cat when I was watching. I was waiting for that to happen because it wouldn't be like, ah, which is fun to do. And then this other thing I'm going to show you is our old friend Mr. Raccoon. And if you can click on Mr. Raccoon, you can go and see my blog about Pom Poko, which, comes with a nice little Mr. Raccoon song, which is fun to do. And the raccoon, there was a raccoon in Arrietty. So all in all, Arrietty is a great film, and I encourage you all to see it if you haven't seen it already. If you have, go see it again. Bring your friends, bring your family, whatnot. It's a great movie. It's brilliant. I'm definitely going to go see it again because I know that there's something I'm going to miss. Rather that there's something I've already missed, and I'm going to, see it when I go. Yeah, and then I'll probably miss something else, because that's just the nature of these movies. It is an epic, by the way, which means it's closer to 2 hours long. I like movies epic, actually. I like my movies that way, but, so be warned, you're going to be there for a little bit, but it's a good ride. So, Griffin out!